Hello everyone and welcome to Bullet Journaling with Eve. Ever wonder how I choose my bullet journal themes? Today I'm sharing my exact process from inspiration to color palette and symbols, so let's get started. First I will talk about my inspiration and how it leads to themes, then about colors, and then about how I chose a symbol or an animal for my bullet journal. At the end, we will talk about sketching and layout planning. So those are the 4 steps that I always do before my monthly setup. I will just place this here and we will start with inspiration and themes. Here, I wanted to share with you my first ever bullet journal and how I chose themes for that one. This was my first ever bullet journal and I picked a cat theme for my bullet journal setup. As you can see, my drawing was not the best yet, but that's the wonderful thing about bullet journaling. When you are focusing on making your spreads look great, you can also practice drawing and get better at it. Of course, my theme was cats because I adore cats. For January, I was inspired by outside world because there was snow outside, so I decided to use snowflakes as my theme. I picked the blue color and draw some snowflakes. For February, I was inspired by love, and I found this theme on Pinterest or Instagram. I will try to find the artist who created this theme. Again, I was inspired by something that defined that month. For February, it was love for me, so my spreads were designed that way. Then for March, I was again inspired by someone on Instagram. I will try to find it and pin it here. This is the first spread ever that I felt so great about that I even posted it on my Instagram. This is the oldest spread that you will find on my Instagram. Then, for April, because April is month of my birthday, I decided to draw my favorite flower, and that is sunflower. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm really happy with the colors. Let me just find my Grateful for spread. This is my favorite Grateful for spread ever. Here it is. Because it has bright colors and it has sunflowers, it's my favorite spread ever. So, this is how I chose themes for my first bullet journal ever. It was basically random, but still inspired by something around me. For my bullet journal this year, my inspiration was my bullet journal itself. This wonderful moon on the cover of the journal inspired me to do celestial themes. All of the themes in this bullet journal are celestial because this bullet journal inspired me to pick an overarching theme for the whole year. This is the Moonflower edition bullet journal by Notebook Therapy. Then I needed to find something to focus on each month. And I decided to use different animals that symbolize something meaningful to me personally for that month. Now, how I picked colors. Let me find it here. I wrote down the names of each color that I have. These are all the metallic acrylic markers that I own. So that's purple, bronze, pink, cyan, and so on. Then I chose blue for January, purple for February, etc. This is something I wanted to use. For January, I combined it with silver, but I will talk about how I choose each animal and why in my third step. Now, let's talk about colors. I have a lot of supplies. I will not lie to you. I have my Uhuhu alcohol markers, my Apple brush markers for calligraphy, my karaoke metallic pens, my aquarelle pens from Faber-Castell and Koh-i-Noor. So I have a lot of supplies and I realized that I don't have enough space to keep all of them here. I will just quickly stage these supplies and make a video of them. These are my supplies for writing, drawing and coloring. As you can see, I have a lot of supplies, and the best thing is that most of them I got as a birthday gifts. I didn't need to buy most of this. I got these from my husband and my friends, people who really know me. And here is my cat, Mia. She also wanted to be here and she's involved in making of every single video. You just can't see her most of the time. But that's it when it comes to colors. When you have this many supplies, you want to test them and find out which ones work perfect together. Here is where I tested my February colors. I used a purple pencil as a background and I wanted to add golden details. That was the first sketch. Then I decided to use my markers and a purple acrylic marker for details. Again, this didn't work the way I wanted. Then I tested by drawing with a metallic purple Ohuhu marker and combined it with gold, and this is what worked best for me. That's why I chose this for my February setup. You can find this setup on my YouTube channel if you want to. As you can see, I used the purple metallic Ohuhu marker and the gold Carioca paint. Now for the last setup. That's my June setup. I tested a bunch of different shades of blue. I was looking for the best one for my setup. You can see that I even tested everything together, including lighter colors. If you didn't see that video, I will link it here so you can check it out. This is how it turned out. This is my June monthly setup with a whale and all these colors. You can see here all the colors that I pre-tested in this small swatch to see how I wanted it to look. Because I tested it, I knew they would bleed through the paper, so I knew I should leave these pages blank so I can glue them all together. That is for my June setup, and for how I try to test and combine colors for my spreads. Now let's talk about how I choose symbols or how I choose the animal of the month for this year. As a part of my bullet journal this year, I have been creating a special series where each month is inspired by a different animal. I wanted to bring a sense of storytelling and a little bit of magic to my pages. So, let me show you what I have done so far. Maybe it will inspire your own themes too. Let's start with January. For January, I started with wolf, a symbol of strength, intuition, and new beginnings. I felt it was the perfect animal to represent stepping into a fresh year with confidence. In February, I picked a rabbit, a softer, more playful choice. Rabbits remind me of gentleness, love, and sense of curiosity. For March, I went with owl. Owls are symbols of wisdom and intuition, and I love the idea of using March to reflect, plan, and think ahead as a seasons change. For April, I chose deer, a peaceful and graceful animal that reminds me of nature coming back to life in spring. It's a symbol of renewal, which matched the energy I wanted for April. May was all about the fox. Foxes are clever, adaptable, and cunning. Perfect for a month where I wanted to embrace creativity and try new things in my journal. I really enjoyed these colors as well. You can see that I blended the colors and now they are more vibrant. For June, I am working on a theme with a whale. I love how whales represent calm, depth, and the beauty of the unknown. Especially with a celestial twist, it feels like a reminder to dream big and explore. That's it for my third step. For my fourth step, I'm always sketching and planning my layout ahead. Here you can see I use this bullet journal for a lot of sketches. I'm trying out different things. Here you can also see my titles where I was practicing trying to find these. I will link it here if you didn't check it out, how you can add depth and shadows to your bullet journal. I have a lot of messy random stuff here, but here you can see how I am planning my layouts. Usually, I plan them right into my bullet journal. As you can see here, I pre-draw everything. I have my calendar pre-drawn, I have my veil pre-drawn, I have everything penciled out, so I know exactly where I want to place everything on my spreads. And that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I answered all of your questions about how I choose my themes and that you also saw the evolution in my bullet journaling. Please comment down below on how you choose your themes. Are you working through your bullet journal where each theme is related, or you are picking just random themes that are inspired by something around you at the point in your life? Either way is great. Don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying my content and if you want to support me. It means a lot to me. I'm almost at the end of this bullet journal, so there is a mid-year bullet journal setup coming in the next week or two. If you don't want to miss that, please subscribe. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. I would be really happy to have that. I'm really happy to have you here. And I hope I can inspire you a little bit, and I hope I will see you next week. Bye!